We are going to compare texts. We're going to use Towering Trees. These are poems about people and trees. Poetry uses the sound and rhythm of words to suggest images and express feelings. These poems can be found on page 704, 705, and 706 of your student book. All right. A narrative poem tells a story. Poems are arranged in lines, and lines then are often grouped into verses or stanzas. All right. So a narrative poem is a poetry that tells a story. Meter is the rhythm, the rhythmic patterns in a poem. All right. So let's, as we read each poem, note how the stanza ties into the meaning of the entire poem. All right, go ahead, do a quick preview of these, and then go ahead and read the poems with your learning adult at home. I think they might be able to help you find the meter or the rhythm and help you identify where the stanzas or verses are. And then come back to the video and we'll discuss what you read. All right. The poem Ancestors of Tomorrow is a metaphor. What is the poet comparing, and what does the poet mean by the metaphor? How could you change this poem into a prose? How do you feel after reading the second poem, and why? Compare and contrast Francisco X. Alarcon's two poems and think about the two poems' topics and themes. Now look on page 707 in your student book. I would like you to choose and complete one of these connections, either text to text, text to self, or text to world. In text to text, you're comparing the poems Towering Trees with the story Ever Living Tree. And you're going to discuss these questions and then write answers and include text evidence to support your ideas. In text to self, you're writing a response about a favorite tree that you like to sit under and climb. And you're going to write a paragraph about how trees have had an impact on your life. In text to world, you're going to make a timeline. You're going to do some research and then use the dates that you come up with to construct a timeline of events. And then summarize the events to include on your timeline. So just one of these things, and you can record it in your composition notebook or on a clean sheet of lined paper.